let's take a look at these brackets. Let's get into the fun stuff. Gentlemen, we're going to start off with Class S. We're going to take a look at what we got left here. The qualifying rounds are done. We're going to go to the top. We're going to go to the first quadrant, the number 1 seed, the New Fairfield region. New Fairfield plays St. Joseph in that 117 first round, in quotes, game. And then on the other side, you have HK, which won the Shoreline Championship. Great story there at HK. Lauren Brerin, who played goalie at RPI. Her kids are playing youth lacrosse over in the Shoreline. And then before the season starts, like literally the night before, she finds out that the head coach is stepping down. He just couldn't do it. And HK scrambling. They turn to her. They say, "You're a youth lacrosse coach. You got to coach the boys." She has a few sons on the team, including a senior. And she takes it, and HK wins its first Shoreline Championship, which is what a great story that was coming out of Shoreline. HK plays Tolland in the first round on Wednesday. The winner of that game will face the winner of this mega championship championship caliber. New Fairfield, the winner of the last 2 Class M titles, and St. Joseph, the winner of the 2 Class S titles. Mike, how do you see that shaking out? I know you were non-committal in our tournament preview. Mike, what do you think out of that one?
I was semi-committal because I did have New Fairfield in the Final Four.
In the Final Four.
I guess I did make a pick while saying I wish I didn't have to make a pick. That's gonna be something. I mean, I haven't seen St. Joe's, but I've heard a lot of good things, and obviously they got some really good players. And they're always solid at this time of year. And New Fairfield's got Alvidi and Constantinides and a pretty solid defense as well. They've made it through everybody that they've had to make it through in the SWC, and now we'll see how they do once they get out of conference. That's gonna be fun. It really feels like that's the Class S final. It feels like 2 years ago when St. Joe's went up to Summers, and that was in the quarterfinals on that Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
Final, a little too early. Just how it shakes out. HK Tolland could be interesting though.
Yeah, certainly.
It feels like a toss-up. I mean, two teams that have won, conference titles, and that have played pretty solid.
I can't remember. I actually did see Tolland, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I think I saw him play Wethersfield. They weren't bad. They're right in that game, and Wethersfield needed to pull it out in the end. They won. I believe they won by 1 goal. So Tolland really tough. They play in that CCCW, whatever it is, hybrid. It'll be a tough draw for HK. But HK, a great story regardless. They'll face the winner of that New Fairfield St. Joseph game. Look, New Fairfield, they haven't been the dominant New Fairfield team. They were 2 years ago, but they still got Alvidi. They still got Constantinides, and listen, that's going to be really tough. If Constantinides can win face-offs, I think they'll be in really great shape to come out of that. Moving over to the other side of the bracket, we have Bacon Academy, the finalist 2 years ago in Class S. They're in the number 2 seed. They will play North Brantford, a 11-3 winner over Holy Cross. They are the 15th seed. North Brantford, the T-Birds, playing Bacon Academy. In the bottom half of that, number 7 East Catholic plays number 10, your boys, Mike, Capital Prep, the number 10 seed, in the other first round game on Wednesday. Capital Prep, you think they got enough moxie to take down East Catholic, Mike?
They got moxie. I don't know if they have enough. I joked on one of my predictions. I picked East Catholic to beat Bacon Academy 2 years ago and got burned. So I'll try it one more time and see what happens. Won't be twice. Shame on me.
Moving down to the bottom half of the bracket, we have number 4 St. Paul, the WCLC champions. They will face Lewis Mills in the 4-13 game. And on the other side, you have Northwest Catholic, the 5 seed, facing Summers, which is kind of a surprising 12 seed, but they had a little bit rough. They played a tough schedule. Talk about seeding problems. Summers had a tough schedule against a lot of the CCC teams, like Glastonbury. I know they played, and they get stuck with the 12 seed there. I mean, listen, I saw them play Canton. Summers. It's not your traditionally great Summers team, but with Ken McCarthy and those guys, I wouldn't put anything past them. Looking over at the other side of the bracket, we just talked about them. Number 3 seed Canton, probably having one of the best season the school's ever had. You have Griffin Weller, Ryan Weller, and the head, who's father is the head coach, Chris Weller. They're the number 3 seed. They didn't get to play their
the NCCC.
Right.
They basically had a 3-way tie after Granby beat Canton in the regular season.
Right. They didn't get to play their conference. They're a little upset by that because the CCC went off on their own after playing them all year, and they didn't get to play a conference final. But Canton, certainly a strong number 3 seed there. Great story. The program's only about 10 years old. They're going to play Granby Memorial, the 14 seed. In the bottom half of that, you have Valley Regional, which I thought was pretty good against HK in that Shoreline final. They have the 6th seed. They will play number 11 Sheehan, which Lacrosse is kind of on the move in Wallingford. So Valley will play number 11 Sheehan in that. For your Final Four, gentlemen, what do you think? And who's winning this championship?
It's in print, so I guess I got to go with it. New Fairfield, St. Paul, East Catholic, and Sheehan were my Final Four, and I've got New Fairfield over East Catholic.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it's hard to tell. There's a lot of these teams which are kind of, have had seasons where you see some good things and some bad things like that. I do think Mike's right, though, that New Fairfield St. Joe's game, you could see after that the team just runs it out, and that's the end of it.
I'm going to go with New Fairfield, Bacon Academy, Canton. And you know what? I'm going to pick Summers to get to the Final Four just for the heck of it. I know St. Paul's listening. Guys, maybe you guys will prove me wrong. Maybe not. But I'm going to go with New Fairfield beating Canton in that state championship. I don't know. Maybe just because I saw Canton. Who knows? But New Fairfield's the class of this division.